Well, hello, and welcome to our Thursday edition of Evening Jesus. This week, we've been highlighting some important features from the book of Revelation, revealing that it is not a text to be feared, but a text of hope and encouragement. And we've said that the author of Revelation, a man named John, is writing to encourage followers of Jesus who are living in the region of what's today known as Turkey, right? And these Christians are facing imminent danger, persecution, even martyrdom at the hand of the Roman Empire. Now, one helpful note for you when you're reading through the book of Revelation is to note that the Roman Empire, and really all the empires of the world, are talked about using the language of Babylon. Babylon, for centuries within the Jewish mind, had become sort of the archetype of evil empires. And in Revelation, John depicts these empires as all being under the authority of the dragon, right? Which is Satan in the book of Revelation. And the dragon gives power and authority to the beast, which would be, in the time, the Roman emperor, right? And this small group of Christians is refusing to conform to the ways of the beast, and the beast is about to devour them. And it doesn't look good. In fact, to someone who isn't paying attention, it looks like Rome, with all of their military might, is going to come and squash this little humble Jesus movement. It looks like the power of the sword, the power of violence is going to overthrow the power of the humble, sacrificial love of the cross. That's the vision we're getting. And so Revelation is written to remind these Christians about the truth of Jesus and to remind them that the idea that you lose when you die is a lie, right? It's interesting. Throughout Revelation, there is this repeated theme around the idea of deception. In fact, the dragon, right, remember, who represents Satan, is referred to 9 different times as a deceiver. And under the dragon's deception, it looks like getting crucified means you lose. But followers of Jesus, followers of the slaughtered lamb, need to remember the truth that getting crucified now in the way of Jesus is the way you win, right? The truth is that on the cross, Jesus has already defeated Satan. The lamb has already claimed victory over the dragon. Right? Listen, there are some wild and crazy images in the book of Revelation. And there's a depiction of a great battle, but you need to know, the battle isn't of violence. It's a battle of truth over deception. And in Revelation, the author loves taking traditionally violent images, turning them on their head, right? Remember, everything's symbolic. Revelation is surreal poetry, so we need to be careful about taking things too literally and do our homework and discover what the images really mean. And this evening, I want to show you one example of how this gets played out in the book of Revelation. Here's what we read. These are they who have come out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Now, I very much wish we had more time than just a few minutes because I'm leaving so much out. But just quickly, I hope you can see this is just one example of John's using strange imagery to make his point. And we need to be careful about reading surreal poetry in literal ways. Because if you take this passage literally, it makes no sense. If you wash your robe in blood, it's not going to be white, it will be blood red, right? But if you take it as John intended it, it's quite profound, right? This is a description of an army. And in the case among the Jews, to have blood splattered on you, it made you religiously or ceremonially unclean. And so to re-enter society, when you came back from battle with blood on you, you had to go through a purification process that included washing yourself and washing your robes, getting all of the blood off. And that's what's going on here. But notice what John does. It's so cool. These warriors aren't washing blood off their clothes. They're washing their clothes with blood. And they're not washing the blood of their enemies off them. They're washing the blood of their captain onto them. They're washing the blood of Jesus onto their robes. Not only that, but these people are not washing their clothes after the battle. These warriors are washing their clothes before the battle. This is John's way of saying these people have already overcome. The battle has already been fought. It was fought on Calvary, on the cross of Jesus. And you are victorious when you're willing to follow the way of the cross. Friends, I'm telling you, everything you read that seems so violent, so bloody, so scary in the book of Revelation, it's really just a setup. John takes all of that imagery, turns it on its head, and says the battle's already been fought. It's already been won. Just look at Jesus and his sacrifice on the cross. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow night as we wrap up the conversation on Revelation. Hey, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.